know about you, but I am getting a little fed up and tired of hearing about the same fans crying and moaning and complaining about a win. A win. And that don't go just for the Browns. That goes for the Buckeyes too. A win's a win. Take it or leave it. Hi guys. I'm Nick Brolis. I'm your host and welcome to Nick's Sports Report. What's up, Ohio? Well, if you were just a general fan and you had tuned in to some of the radio stations or got on Twitter or Facebook, whatever be the case, you would have thought the Browns lost Sunday and you would have thought the Buckeyes lost Saturday. I just don't get it. Anyways, first off, just want to let you know, you can still follow me on Twitter at mbrolis, and you can email me your comments and whatever at nickbrolis8404 at yahoo.com. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Right now, I am so beyond words frustrated. In some ways, I'm angry. Because some of you fans, it's almost like you guys look to complain for something. Like, it's not good enough for you. Well, guess what? I just want to let you know that any team in any sport can be beaten on any given day. And even the good teams gotta win ugly. You ever heard of that word called adversity? Every team has to go through it. So, what is your mindset in, well, we can't win games like that much longer? You don't know that because you don't know what the level of competition is going to be like and how they're going to play. Every team plays each game differently for the most part. I mean, perfect example, and I don't want to get into this too long because I got a time limit, as you know, but for all you Denver fans out there, for as much as they score, they go up to Seattle and they get held to, what was it, 20, 21 points or something? Dallas goes up to Seattle. Seattle's expected to beat them. Nothing happens. Dallas beats them. Then you got the Patriots play the Jets in Foxborough, and the Patriots barely win. Do you think their fans are complaining about it? Well, just due to the level of the fact of, well, they only won by 2 points or so, or they needed a blocked field goal. That might be it, but I guarantee you, they're not waking up the next morning saying, you know what, Jets fans, you can have that win. You can have that win. We didn't play hard enough. We didn't play up to our expectations, so you take the win. You take the win. I guarantee you they're not doing that. So, with that all being said, thank you for tuning in to my sports report. We're actually going to start off with the Buckeyes. What a game. One of the best games I've watched all year. And it was very exciting. I was a little disappointed with how Ohio State's offense went in the second half. But again, the word adversity. They've got to be able to win games like that. And guess what? They got Illinois coming up this Saturday, but then they got the big one coming up after that in prime time up in Michigan State. And that's why they have to play a game like they did this past Saturday at Penn State, because it's going to prepare them for what they're going to deal with up in East Lansing. So, with that being said, let's run down some of the college scores that I actually gave a crap about. Well, Kansas State continues to impress. They whooped up on Texas. They're 23-0. And West Virginia defeated Oklahoma State 34-10. TCU 82 points over Texas Tech. Wow. Michigan State annihilated Michigan. And yeah, I mean, wow. The big upset, if you want to call it an upset, was LSU 10-7 over Mississippi. So, I mean, it was a great weekend of college football, depending on how you looked at it. But, I mean, it was just it was unbelievable, that game Saturday night. It was absolutely. JT Barrett continues to impress me. He's reading the defenses so much better. And how about this? He is actually being able to use his legs now, which is what Braxton Miller did for the most part. So, I mean, you got to be happy with it. You really do. Now, on to the Browns. You have got to be happy with the fact that we are 4-3 as opposed to 3-4. I don't care about how we won it, even if we won it by just one. And here's the thing. You want to talk about playing a level of competition? Well, if you think about it then, what do you think's going to happen when they play all the good teams? So, that's a good sign there as far as I'm concerned. Now, granted, Oakland got a trash touchdown with 7 seconds left, which made the score a little closer than what it actually was. But, you know, here's the thing. When it comes to complaining about a game and the wins and the losses, especially if you're a Browns fan, do you really have much room to complain about how you won a game? Because ever since we came back in '99, 4 or 5 wins. You had a 10-win season back in '07, which didn't cut it because you lost the series matchup against Pittsburgh. I mean, come on, guys. Let's not get picky here. We're still trying to turn the corner last time I checked. So, the Browns with a win, 23-13 over Oakland. They're now 4-3. Oakland, oh boy, dire straits. At least they got a quarterback, though, it looks like, in Derek Carr. And some of the other scores I wanted to run down real quick was the Lions came back and beat the Falcons 22-21. And then, of course, the Monday night game is the Redskins at the Cowboys. I call it an upset there, still do. And the Broncos do what they do, and they beat the Chargers. The Buccaneers lost to the Vikings, and the Bills went over the Jets 43-23. So the Ravens got beat with 57 seconds left, and, you know, what can you say? No pass interference there. Steve Smith Sr. was pretty ticked. And how about the Pittsburgh Steelers laying it on the Colts? Not a big score differential, but 51-34 was your final there. And Ben Roethlisberger went 40 for 49, I believe, for 522 yards, and I think it was 5 touchdown passes. There's a reason why he's going to be in the Hall of Fame in Canton one day. It helps that you have some silverware, obviously, or some jewelry, whatever you guys want to call it. But I tell you what, impressive to say the least. And as you all, I'm sure, are getting ready, and I told my buddy at work this, stop jinxing the Cavs, because this Thursday night they open up at home against the New York Knicks. And let me tell you something. This team has a long way to go in terms of gelling. The good thing is that now they're going to have an 82-game season to do it. And the other good part is, even on their bad nights, they'll still probably be able to beat most teams. So, with that being said, the NBA returns this Wednesday, and I believe it actually starts off with the Bulls at the Knicks, which I'll be watching. But what else can you say? This is, in all likelihood, and you can probably say, this is the most anticipated season for the Cavs since they became a franchise. So, I'm pretty excited. I know you Cavs fans are pretty excited out there, and you LeBron fans only, wherever he goes and plays, you're a fan of him regardless, but I'm looking forward to it. But, with that being said, thank you for tuning in to this version of Nick's Sports Report. And don't forget, I will be coming out with my NFL review and preview of the upcoming NFL weekend. And I will also be reviewing the Monday Nighter, because I'm doing this right now, right before the Monday night game starts. So I'll be doing that review, and then I'll be previewing some of the other games. And time willing, I'm going to attempt to get in a special NBA preview for the Cavs to let you guys know what I think's going on. So, that being said, I do thank you for tuning in to this edition of Nick's Sports Report.